In the scorching summer of 1994, on the lush green pitches of America, the Belgian national team thrilled fans worldwide, writing a proud chapter in the world's biggest football tournament. With a generation of talented players and a solid, disciplined defensive style, yet equally sharp in counterattacks, they not only struck fear into the hearts of the big teams, but also became an unforgettable part of the memories of an entire generation of football lovers. They are still remembered as the tenacious Red Devils, those who stood firm under the burning sun of Orlando to defend the honor of their Benelux nation. But behind the moments of glory, the celebratory somersaults, and the tears of regret after the defeat to Germany in the round of 16, lie players with very individual destinies. 3 decades have passed, and time has etched different marks on their lives. Some have continued to conquer new heights in coaching roles. Some have chosen a quiet path away from the spotlight, and others have had to end their journey in a painful silence. Let's look back at the tumultuous journey of 15 faces who formed the soul of that golden generation of Belgian football. Michel Prudhomme was not just a goalkeeper, but a saint in the goal, an absolute symbol of reliability. At the age of 35, when many of his colleagues were thinking about retirement, he displayed an unimaginable level of brilliance. With his distinctive curly hair and lightning-fast reflexes, he left an indelible mark, especially in the victory against the Netherlands. Prudhomme's performance at that tournament earned him the Yashin Award for the best goalkeeper in the world, a well-deserved recognition of a legend's character. After the summer of 1994, he moved to Benfica and became one of the most beloved foreign players in the club's history. Leaving the pitch, he did not choose a quiet life but embarked on a high-pressure coaching career, achieving brilliant success at Standard Liège, Gent, and especially Twente. His life was a constant flow of football, balancing a monumental career with a discreet and refined private life. It's noteworthy that the image of a Spider-Man soaring on the pitch mirrored his decisive and perfectionist personality off the field. Today, at 65, after retiring from coaching, he lives a peaceful life but still maintains a significant influence as an ambassador for Belgian football. His journey is a testament to the spirit of relentless effort, continuing to inspire young goalkeepers who dream of making unforgettable saves. Enzo Scifo is the epitome of the elegance and creativity of Belgian football. At 28, Scifo was the heart of the midfield, a genius conductor with masterful tactical vision. With his skillful feet and incisive passes, he controlled the game, transforming each play into a work of art. His performance at the 1994 World Cup brilliantly showcased the character of a player once dubbed Little Pele. After the tournament, Scifo's career continued to flourish at Monaco before he returned home to play for Anderlecht. However, persistent injuries began to test the will of this artist, making the final years of his career less brilliant than expected. Off the field, Scifo was a quiet, sometimes introverted man, reflecting the solitude of a genius who often preceded his time. After retiring, he transitioned to coaching but didn't achieve the success he hoped for, leading to periods of seclusion for reflection. He experienced setbacks in business and health, but the resilience of an Italian has helped him persevere. The connection between his role as a poet on the field and his tumultuous life is a striking and self-reflective contrast. Today, at 58, Enzo Scifo enjoys a peaceful life, occasionally appearing as an insightful commentator, reminding fans of an era of classic number 10s. Philippe Albert, then 26 years old, was a rock but possessed the heart of an attacking warrior. In that team, he not only defended the goal but also served as a secret weapon with his powerful attacking runs, most notably his valuable goals against the Netherlands and Germany. With his muscular physique and fearless playing style, he left an indelible mark as a complete defender. After the summer in America, his career took a brilliant turn at Newcastle United, where he became a legend with his lob over Peter Schmeichel, a moment that went down in Premier League history. However, behind that glory, Albert was an incredibly simple and down-to-earth man. He retired relatively early at the age of 32 to return to his hometown and chose a surprisingly quiet life, becoming a fruit and vegetable trader. Instead of the spotlight or the coaching bench, he was content with everyday work, far from the noise of the media. The contrast between a notoriously tough center back and a gentle, hard-working man selling agricultural products is a fascinating story about the philosophy of contentment in life. He dedicates his time to his family and local community activities, always maintaining a humble attitude when speaking about his glorious past. Today, at 56, Felipe Albert lives a fulfilling life, occasionally appearing on television as a professional, but his heart always belongs to his peaceful homeland. Josep Weber was the name that received the most expectations after his naturalization as a Belgian. At 29, he was a killer in the penalty box with a fearsome goal-scoring instinct, having scored 5 goals in a single friendly match before the tournament. With his powerful, aggressive playing style and diverse finishing ability, he was considered the perfect piece to materialize Schifo's passes. Although he didn't score in the official tournament in the US, his presence tormented many defenses. After the tournament, he moved to Anderlecht and continued to show impressive goal-scoring form before injuries began to plague his legs. Off the field, Weber is an extremely warm and sincere man, always striving to integrate into Belgian culture while maintaining a deep love for his native Croatia. After retiring, he chose a quiet life with his family, participating in charitable activities and running a small business. The image of a passionate striker on the field seemed to mirror his own life as he faced the harsh challenges of fate with an optimistic smile. He spent his final years inspiring kindness and a love of life in those around him. However, that glorious journey and arduous effort came to an abrupt end. On November 8, 2017, Josep Weber passed away at the age of 52 from a terrible cancer after a long and courageous battle. His passing left a huge void in the hearts of Belgian and Croatian fans, leaving behind a deep sense of loss for a player who always played with all his heart. The legacy he left behind is not just his goals, but also a thought-provoking life story about resilience and silent sacrifice. At 33 years old, Frankie van der Elst embodied unwavering perseverance and absolute loyalty. In the Belgian team, he was the soul of the midfield in the quietest way, a tireless, ball-winning midfielder who balanced the team's play. With the fighting spirit of a true warrior, he was always the player who ran the most, made the most tackles, and sacrificed the most for the team. Even in the twilight of his career, van der Elst's performance showed extraordinary class and character. He spent almost his entire peak career with Club Brugge, becoming an immortal icon of the club with over 400 appearances. After retiring, he transitioned to coaching and later became one of the nation's most respected football commentators. His personal life was exemplary. He was a family man, always maintaining professionalism and ethics in all his roles. What is thought-provoking is how the image of a silent hero on the pitch strangely reflected in his life. He never demanded fame for himself, but was always happy to contribute to the development of Belgian football. Today, at 62, Frankie van der Elst remains an insightful commentator, his journey a testament to pure love of football and continuing to inspire younger generations about the value of dedication. Marc de Gries, then 28 years old, was a football artist with a small stature, but possessing an extremely intelligent footballing mind. In the 1994 squad, he played the role of a deep-lying playmaker, or false striker, scoring the only goal that helped Belgium defeat Morocco in their opening match. With his skillful individual technique and quick opportunism, he was an extremely dangerous attacking force that opponents always had to be wary of. After his success at the World Cup, he had notable transfers to Sheffield Wednesday and PSV Eindhoven, where he continued to prove his talent in more demanding environments. Off the field, De Gries was a strong-willed, straightforward, and sharp-witted individual, a personality that sometimes led to minor scandals with the media, but also created a unique appeal. After retiring from playing, he became a sporting director and later a leading football analyst on television, known for his uninhibited opinions. His personal life is quite vibrant. He's involved in many business and social activities, always knowing how to balance the glory of his past with his current career. The image of a shrewd player on the field has carried over into his life as a sharp analyst, always spotting flaws that others overlook. Today, at 58, Marc De Gries remains a familiar face on television, his passion burning brightly in every insightful comment. Luc Nilis, then 27 years old, was one of the most technically gifted and elegant strikers Belgium had ever produced. In the 1994 squad, although not always a starter, whenever he came on, he brought a fluidity to the game with his delicate touches and spectacular free kicks. His partnership with other forwards created a versatile, attacking line. Nilis's career then culminated in glorious years at PSV Eindhoven, where he and Ronaldo the Fat formed one of the most formidable attacking partnerships in Europe. Ronaldo once called Nilis his best partner of his career. However, his career ended tragically when he moved to Aston Villa. A horrific leg fracture at the beginning of the season forced him into tearful retirement. This was a major shock that led to depression and difficulties in his personal life afterward. However, with the resilience of a hero, Nilis rose above his circumstances, dedicating himself to coaching strikers and helping many young talents like Ruud van Nistelrooy develop. His life is now more peaceful. He spends time with his family and finds joy in coaching at lower levels. The image of a graceful player on the field seems a complete contrast to the harsh fate he endured off the field. Today at 57, Luc Nilis lives a simple life, his every step still followed by fans with reverence for an unfortunate genius. At 32, Georges Grun was an exemplary captain, a true leader of that golden generation. With his calm demeanor, superb aerial ability, and fierce tackling, he was the greatest source of moral support for his teammates. He was the one who scored the goal to reduce the deficit in the defeat against Germany, demonstrating the never-give-up spirit of the Belgians. After the tournament, he played for Reggiana and Anderlecht for a while longer before ending his glorious career. Leaving the pitch, Grun chose a rather unique path. He became a renowned television commentator and entered the field of professional sports media. His personal life is very fulfilling. He is a refined gentleman, knowledgeable in the arts, and always maintains a high standard of living. He actively participates in charitable activities, especially projects related to underprivileged children. The connection between his role as a leader on the pitch and his responsible personality off the pitch is a perfect synergy. Today, at 62, Georges Grun continues to be a highly influential figure in Belgian football. His journey a testament to how a great player can successfully transition after retirement thanks to his knowledge and character. Lorenzo Stalens, then 30 years old, was the most versatile player in coach Paul van Hemst's arsenal. He could play well as both center back and defensive midfielder, possessing a clever playing style and powerful long-range shots. His performance at the 1994 World Cup demonstrated the tenacity and excellent situational awareness of a player at the peak of his career. After the tournament, his career continued to flourish at Club Brugge, followed by a controversial transfer to arch-rivals Anderlecht, where he even won the Belgian Golden Boot at the age of 35. After retiring, he transitioned to coaching, but chose a relatively quiet path, mainly managing mid-table clubs to find balance. His personal life revolves around nature and simple hobbies like fishing and cycling. Stalens is a quiet man, rarely appearing in public unless necessary. The image of a hard-working, dedicated player on the field has been reflected in his life through perseverance and an unpretentious lifestyle. Today at 60, Lorenzo Stalens lives a peaceful life with his family, continuing to follow football as a passionate fan, inspiring those who believe in the value of quiet dedication. Mark Wilmots was only 25 years old at the time, but he already showed the potential of a future leader with his fierce playing style and the nickname, the Bull. At the 1994 tournament, although not yet the brightest star, his fiery fighting spirit breathed new life into the team whenever he stepped onto the field. After the summer in the United States, his career skyrocketed, especially at Schalke 04, where he became a legend with the UEFA Cup victory. Wilmots is the type of person who never accepts defeat. This personality led him from the football field into politics as he was elected to the Belgian Senate after retiring. However, his love of football drew him back, leading the Belgian national team through 2 major tournaments as head coach, laying the foundation for the generation of Hazard and De Bruyne. His personal life was full of debates and intensity, just like his playing style. He was a strict but loving husband and father. Today, at 55, Mark Wilmots continues to seek new challenges on the coaching bench in various leagues. Although no longer at the peak of his career, his passion and strong personality remain burning brightly. Every run he takes evokes in the minds of fans the image of a tireless warrior. In 1994, Michel de Wolf was already a veteran at 36, but his resilience earned him widespread admiration. As the oldest player in the starting lineup, he played all 4 matches with focus and seasoned experience on the wing. He was the unsung hero, providing cover for his younger teammates and a solid source of moral support. After the tournament, he played for Marseille for a while longer before retiring. De Wolf chose a very quiet life after the game, working with youth development at smaller clubs and focusing on his personal real estate business. He was extremely disciplined, avoiding scandals and maintaining a fit physique even in his later years. His composure on the pitch seemed to accurately reflect his personality off the field, a man who understood the value of time and patience. Today, at 66 years old, long after retiring from football, Michel de Wolf is living a peaceful life with his family in his hometown, his journey continuing to inspire young players with his perseverance. Vital Borkelmans, then 31 years old, was a workhorse on the left flank of the Belgian national team, possessing abundant stamina and accurate crosses. With his energetic playing style and ever-present smile, he was a beloved player for his dedication. After the 1994 tournament, he continued his long association with Club Brugge before moving to Ghent. After retiring, he transitioned to coaching and became famous as a valuable assistant to Mark Wilmots in the national team for many years. Off the field, Borkelmans was an incredibly cheerful, sociable person, the life of the party, a personality that greatly contributed to his success in connecting with young players. He had a happy family life and actively participated in charity matches to raise funds for children. The combination of his endless energy on the field and his optimistic spirit off the field helped him overcome the pressures of coaching. Today, at age 61, Vital Borkelmans continues to contribute to football as an advisor and coach in international tournaments. Although no longer at the peak of his form, he still receives enthusiastic support from the fans whenever he appears on the field. Rudy Smits, then 30 years old, was a symbol of stability in the Belgian national team's defense. At the 1994 World Cup, he was a true, silent hero, a right-back who played with intelligence and had excellent situational awareness. He dedicated almost his entire career to Royal Antwerp, where he was celebrated as a legend of loyalty. After the tournament, he continued to play tirelessly until the age of 38 before retiring. Smits chose a very quiet life after football. He did not pursue a coaching career, but instead took on management work at his former club and devoted time to personal passions such as travel and gardening. He is a private person, prioritizing peace with his wife and children. His true personality off the field is as calm and steady as his playing style. Today, at age 60, after retiring from football, Rudy Smits is living a peaceful life. His journey is a testament to quiet but valuable effort, and he continues to be a role model of ethics for young defenders. Danny Boffin, then 28 years old, was a player who brought speed and unpredictability to the right wing. With his skillful dribbling and ability to penetrate defenses, he was a crucial weapon in Belgium's counter-attacking system in the USA. After his success in 1994, his career flourished at Metz, France, before returning to Belgium to play for St. Truiden. He played professionally until the age of 38, a testament to his incredible resilience. After retiring, Boffin became involved in youth coaching and sports business. He was an active person, enjoying community activities and always maintaining an optimistic spirit despite facing financial difficulties. The image of a speedy drill on the field seemed to have become a reflection of his life, as he always moved forward, never stopping in the face of adversity. Today, at 58, Danny Boffin is living a stable life, but every step he takes on the veterans' field reminds fans of a glorious youth under the American summer sun. Marc Emmers, then 28 years old, was a versatile player with a modern footballing mindset and intelligent game control. In the 1994 squad, he was a crucial link between the defense and midfield, playing with composure and masterful individual technique. After the tournament, his career spanned several clubs in Belgium, Italy, and Switzerland before his retirement. Emmers was an extremely private person, choosing a completely quiet path after hanging up his boots, focusing on his family business and raising his children. His son, Cian Emmers, also pursued a football career. He rarely appeared in the media and did not pursue the glamour of coaching or commentary. His finesse on the pitch seemed a complete contrast to his simple, unpretentious private life. Today, at 58, Marc Emmers lives a peaceful life with his family. His journey is a testament to finding happiness in core values beyond the football pitch, and he continues to inspire future generations with his humble character.